During an interview, a member of parliament, Hengari, emphasized the importance of debunking stereotypes that confine women to household roles and limit their participation in decision-making processes. She stressed that policies enabling equal participation of women in political decision-making and leadership roles across society must be prioritized, noting that while the National Assembly has achieved a 50-50 gender representation, the National Council presents an interesting case study.
If you look at the National Council, which is a much more effective tool and instrument to really analyze and assess women representation and what we think of women when it comes to key political decision making, the National Council becomes quite an interesting case study. Why? Because there are way more men than women in the National Council. What makes it worse is the fact that these representatives are directly elected by the constituents. So because they're directly elected by the constituents, it makes one wonder, has the message of women empowerment really gone to the grassroots? And have we been able and have we been successful at transferring this important conversation to the grassroots?
To address this issue, Hengari called for political parties to lead by example by implementing clear policies on women's representation. She commanded the ruling party SWAPO for its 50-50 zebra styling policy, where men and women occupy positions equally. Hengari also called for an intergenerational conversation between young people and elders, stating that young people make up 50% of the population, while elders make up 7%, but if one looks at those in key decision-making roles, it is the old people.
If you look at the people who are aged between 0 to 35, we are about 2.1 million. And that says a lot. But if you look at the people who are in key decision-making positions, it's the 7% that governs our country. It's not the 2.1 million or the 71% that governs our country. And so it's really important that we have an intergenerational dialogue, an intergenerational conversation where we say, look, for the young people need the elders, and so do the elders also need the young people. So how do we come together? How do we come under one roof to really try and encourage collaboration, to really also encourage, the elders to believe in young people?
Furthermore, the Minister of Information and Communication Technology, Emma Theofelus, who in addition to her law degree has a diploma in African Feminism and Gender Studies, stated that the country has made strides in gender parity and recognizes women's leadership. She said that although the country has made significant progress in achieving gender parity in politics, it is lagging in the commercial sector such as engineering, mining, and ICT. Theofelus stated that it is not right that women's capacity and quality are often questioned when they need to take up leadership roles.
The world has had very big challenges over the years when women were not in leadership. It has challenges now, but also great opportunities of improvement. All of a sudden, when women want a seat at the table, questions of quality and merit are the discussion. But when men were getting positions, it's never a discussion, even though we sit in the same classrooms, got the same qualifications, we're exposed to the same work environments. It's something we need to address at societal level for addressing issues around gender parity, starting in the household, in the community and society, if we really want to make long-lasting impacts. But the progress we have done so far is commendable.